Hi everybody, my name is Kyle Gustafson and I'm a crop protection product manager for WinField United based in the Northern Plains.
And I'm Ryan Moeller, seed product manager for the Northern Plains.
You might be faced with some planting decisions right now and you're looking for a little bit of advice. We're here today to give you a little bit of information that might help some of your decision making.
So depending on what region you're in, you're probably going to want to hold course until about the 3rd or 4th week of May. After that, probably the first one you want to think about doing is removing those most full season corn hybrids out of your plant and moving into something that's more average or early. And then as we probably get into that 1st or 2nd week of June, now we're past those insurance deadlines, you're losing that 1 to 2% payment per day and probably yield potential per day. And that's where you want to move to your earliest maturities or even start thinking about a new crop.
Let's not get the cart ahead of the horse here, Ryan. Let's not make sure that we don't want to go too early, too fast, because actually looking at some answer plot data from the Dakotas, we have found that for every 5 relative maturity days that you drop, you can drop 10 to 15 bushels per acre on your yield ceiling. So it's just one of those quick notes to make. The other thing to keep in mind too is you're probably going to want that corn to come out of the ground as fast as possible. Putting a product like Ascend SL in with your starter fertilizer or even using it as a seed treatment will get that crop out of the ground as fast as possible and contributing to your top end yield potential. So maybe you're at a point where corn is completely out of the question. And maybe you're thinking about, are there some alternative crops that I can maybe switch to? Keep in mind, before we get into some of those alternative crops, there's a few considerations you need to think about. Did I already have the fertilizer down for corn? That might change the decision of what crop you switch to. Did I have chemistry down? That might limit the crop options. And along that same line, what does my herbicide rotation look like and my crop rotation look like? Can I fit a crop into my current rotation that's not that far off of corn? What are some other options we might look at, Ryan?
So for most of us, soybean is probably going to be the most natural option we're going to move to. When we plant soybeans late, the thing to remember is a lot of times they stay really short. So you're probably going to want to increase your soybean planting population by 10, 15, 20%. Get more plants out there, drive them to get a little bit taller for ease of harvestability. And also more plants will equal more pods, more flowers per acre.
The other thing to think about too is maybe soybeans isn't an option. Maybe you need some forage. Forage sorghum, Cropland has some great products that are available. They're very stress tolerant. You can plant them well into the summertime. They're a high output, low input crop. They can replace corn very easily. That might be an option too. Thank you for listening in today. And if you have any more questions, please contact your local retailer.